Afternoon. Mrs. Barkley?
Yes, and this is my daughter, Audra.
Hello.
How do you do? I'm Mr. Birch.
How do you do?
I've got 3 convicts back there for you.
Only 3?
Well, it's all the warden could spare. You want them to go to work right away?
Oh, well, no, you've had a hard journey. Tomorrow morning will be time enough to start work. They'll be quartered in the bunkhouse.
Well, the safest place for them jackals is where they are right now, in the wagon.
Overnight? There's hardly enough room to breathe in there.
They were hired to pick you a peach crop. They can breathe when they're working.
I wouldn't quarter an animal in that wagon, Mr. Birch.
If that's the way you want it. I don't know how your men will feel bunking with convicts, ma'am.
The men are on a cattle drive. The bunkhouse is empty. Now, will you please get those men out of that wagon?
Yes, ma'am. All right, away from the door. Go on out. Go on, move along. Keep your eyes to yourself. Come on, Damien. What are you waiting for? Come on. That's scum. Worst of the lot. See what I mean? Jackals like these have to be treated like wild animals. Let them out of their cages and there's no telling what they're liable to do.
Don't touch me.
Come on, baby. Come on, try. Come on, baby. It's good. It's good. Come on.
Come on.
No.
Looks like you've got a little problem there.
Jared,
What are you doing home?
I thought you were going to be in Sacramento for another week.
Well, so did I. But I had to come back to Stockton to check some records at the courthouse. Looks like I'll be here a couple of days. What's the matter with the foal?
We're trying to get him to eat. The mare won't feed him.
Not at all.
Every time he goes near her, she kicks at him.
Well, she'll probably get used to him in a couple of days.
There's some ham in the warmer. Have you had your dinner?
No, and I am starved.
I'll fix you something.
By the way, what's that prison wagon doing out there?
Oh. Well, there was a case of typhoid on the cattle drive, and all the men are in quarantine near Calistoga.
Quarantine? Nick and Heath, too?
Yes, and they won't be back for at least another week, which created a little problem for us. We have a peach crop that should be picked and no one to pick it. So I decided to hire some convicts from the state prison.
You hired convicts?
They arrived this afternoon.
You're for that, aren't you, Jared?
Yeah, I'm for that. But not with everybody gone.
Oh, Jared, all we've ever heard about convicts is they're not to be trusted, that they should be treated like dangerous animals. Now, isn't that the reason we joined the Prison Reform Association? Because we disagreed with that?
Now, Mother, that's not the point.
Isn't it? Next month, we go before the legislature to try and get a parole system started. And when we do, we should be able to offer them more than just theories. Now, Jared, you're a lawyer. Wouldn't it make our case much stronger if we could tell them that we've actually worked with prisoners and that we know from experience they can and will respond to trust and fairness? I'll fix your dinner.
You know, sometimes I think she should have been the lawyer in this family.
I think you're right.
Where are those men quartered?
They're in the bunkhouse.
I'm Jared Barkley.
Mr. Barkley, Mr. Birch. You thought Barkley was head of the committee investigating the prisons a while back?
Yeah, that's right.
I gotta be honest with you, Mr. Barkley. I think you folks on the outside got a lot to learn about convicts. I mean, especially this parole business of yours. Now, that ain't gonna work.
What makes you say that?
Criminals can't change, Mr. Barkley. No more than a wildcat can change.
I don't think I agree with that, Mr. Birch.
Yeah. Well, all right. Sit up, Mr. Barkley.
There's no need for that, Mr. Birch. Let them stay where they are.
It's up to you, but they don't deserve no favors, none of them. Let me introduce you. Jamie Stats. He's in for rape and assault. Jack Dobbs, knifed a rancher in Benicia. Killed him. Damien, hold up. But for my money, he's the worst of the lot.
You men have been hired to pick peaches. I suppose you've already been told that.
They ain't allowed to talk without permission, Mr. Barkley. Easy to keep him in line that way.
That may be true in prison, Mr. Birch, but not here.
I don't have the authority to change the warden's orders, Mr. Barkley.
I'm giving you that authority. Now, as I understand it, as long as you're on this ranch, you're under my orders. I'll take full responsibility.
As long as you put it that way, Mr. Barkley.
I want you men to understand something. As long as you're on this ranch, you can talk freely, just like any of the other workers. I want you to understand something else. Picking peaches is not as easy as you might think. This ranch has a reputation for three things: good food, clean beds, and fair treatment. Any questions? All right. I'll probably be gone before you leave in the morning, Mr. Birch. So if there's anything you need or want, you check with Mrs. Barkley.
I'll do that.
you staring at?
House. There's a light on upstairs. I bet it's that yellow-haired gal's window. She's probably sitting in front of her mirror, brushing her hair. Brushing, and brushing, and brushing. Shut up. You know, I was in that room. I'd come up kind of quiet like behind her. And I'd place both my hands on her shoulders. And she'd see him in the mirror. And then I'd smell that perfume on her neck. I'd begin to stroke her hair, slowly. I'd bring my face down close to hers. And then, she'd scream. Sure she would. And I'd take that yellow hair, and I'd wrap it around her neck and pull it tight. Oh, that would be nice. Oh, so nice.
Look, I don't want you to get in any trouble with that gal, you hear? Because I got plans. And I don't want you to spoil them.
What do you mean?
You heard Barkley. He's one of them reformers like his old lady. They don't like chains or whippings, nothing like that. So what you see? Lots of things can happen with fools like that around. Especially in a peach grove.
Psst. Damien. That's the way you figure it, too.
I just figured not to go back.
All right, inside.
Good morning.
Morning, ma'am. We're all set, ma'am.
Good. I'll get my horse and take you out to the orchard.
You?
That's right.
Here it is, Mrs. Barkley.
Oh, Silas, put it in the wagon, please.
Yes.
Silas makes a special kind of stew. All it needs is dishing out.
Look at the trained hound.
There's no trained hounds around here, fella. Unless that's what you call someone who works for a living.
All right, what are you waiting for? Get in the cage.